In today's 2.5% playlist video, which I haven't made the playlist for yet, I'm going to tell you about what I would do with 130 subs straight up. If I had that tomorrow. That was actually a goal earlier ago, like on the channel. There was like by June 15th, as you heard me say before, by June 15th, 2021, I will have 130 subscribers on my YouTube channel at the minimum. Now that was actually in a video earlier ago in the months, but because I made that list like February or March, I think it was, and then I was actually like going from there, and I was actually thinking through that these weren't just affirmations for like law of attraction things. No one just liked that, I guess. I was just like, it was more so that I wanted to see how much I could show that I cared, but not have to make it so that it was the only thing I could do about it, or the only thing I should ever get to do. But that goal that goal is not too serious. It's just that it happens to be something that I cared about, because I know I can make the most out of just 130 subs, not 130,000 or 130 million, but 130 straight up, and only that alone, just 130. And I think here's what I would do. I would reply to half of those comments through those 130 subs, which is still not terribly a lot. Enough if you have a not a non-saturated community, you have more people commenting and sharing your content and all that out of a smaller group, then you're still in a better minority at the point. Not in the poor mode of things, but the kind of minority that's still well known, but it can be achieved in some people's fields, and be like, oh yeah, you have a lot of people in your audience contributing, even though not all your people watching videos are subs, but you know, or even how that would be remotely work. But with 130. So I would reply to half of the people commenting, and I know that sounds dumb, because it's like, why don't you reply to all of them, like minus the trolls? You know, the funny thing is that I would even reply to troll comments possibly. I already have, but troll or flame comments, because I have a underground perspective of a lot of these things, and based on my life story. So that's why I've seen things like that in a different light. I don't just see constructive or good comments as being the only thing I should do about the comment section. I see a lot of that in the light. You're gonna see me commenting to people's comments, long form comments to people who just said one word, and vice versa, and then mix it up from there and be creative and be logical in other areas, and do experiment with the comments I send back to them. I only respond to half of them, but the other half I will still read if possible. And then again, subs are not guaranteed that they'll be interacting with content, but it's like, that's just an idea. And then the fact that I have over 100 would give me a custom URL. I would make it either my real name for some surprising reason, which I was very close to being confident enough to do, or make it all crossing straight up for a while and then change it to my real name, I guess. Which you guys already should know my real name by now if you haven't seen me mention in earlier videos, especially the very first videos on the channel, all crosswind. And then finally, I would just I would start paying attention to my analytics again, and be like, okay, yeah, that about 100 subs or more is when it starts to matter. That's why I hear on YouTubers, at least. I'll pay attention to analytics without being obsessed even then, because I'm so obsessed with them now, without trying that hard about it, but I'm still kind of obsessed with them. So shouldn't do that right now while I'm under 100. But yeah, the specific part about 130 is that it's kind of like an affirming lineup of numbers for me. But it's also because I feel good about the idea that you can grow a little teensy bit and still have that matter. It wouldn't have to matter even if you didn't grow at all, but that's just my thinking. It's like literally just the idea of it being all these specific amount of subscribers, and be like, okay, that's not a lot. It's still quite a bit, but it's whether you're grateful or not for it, it's still a considerable number. It's like, yeah, any little victory can be achieved, can be honored at that point and celebrated. Any little victory, whether it's a little bit or nothing. Even nothing can be its own achievement sometimes. When you have nothing from gains on YouTube or whatever, you still realize that you're still working hard on the grind and still not giving up, which is why I feel about my life and story in general. The next video I do for today is gonna be about how I feel like I see the light at the end of the tunnel. So until then, I'll see you guys later. This has been about what I would do with 130 subs on YouTube. Stay safe, everyone, because someone is on the move, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Next video, yeah.